Hi, I'm Natalie Sutton, Executive Director for the Alzheimer's Association Greater Indiana Chapter. It is a pleasure to be with you virtually for the Dementia Friendly Indiana Spring Conference. The Alzheimer's Association's vision is a world without Alzheimer's and all other dementia. And while we work toward that vision, we know how important it is to support those living with dementia and their caregivers in their communities. Making our Indiana communities dementia friendly is an important piece of this. Currently, more than 110,000 Hoosiers are living with dementia, and that number is expected to grow by 18% to 130,000 by the year 2025, which is not so far away. More than 215,000 Hoosiers are providing unpaid care for someone with dementia, and that care is valued at an incredible $4.2 billion for our state. The hard costs of healthcare for this disease are also astronomical, expected to be $355 billion nationwide in 2021. With 2/3 of those hard costs of care paid by Medicare and Medicaid, this is a significant public health issue. The cost of Medicaid care in Indiana is over $1 billion each year. At the Alzheimer's Association, we are working across 6 pillars of our strategic plan. Number 1, growing concern for the disease and awareness of the association and other community resources. Number 2, providing and enhancing care and support for those affected. Number 3, accelerating scientific research to develop treatments and cures. Number 4, advancing public policy. Number 5, embracing diversity and inclusion. And number 6, raising funds for our mission at the association. I want to talk about a few of these strategic areas today. First, research. It is a really exciting time in Alzheimer's and dementia research. That is in large part thanks to our volunteers who advocate to their representatives in Congress. Alzheimer's and dementia research funding by the National Institutes of Health has increased from $450 million in 2011 to more than $3 billion per year today. And much of this funding is coming back to the state of Indiana. We can be proud here in the Hoosier State that the Indiana University School of Medicine is ranked 5th in the nation for NIH funding for Alzheimer's and dementia. In addition, the Alzheimer's Association is also committed to advancing the science. We are the 3rd largest funder of Alzheimer's and dementia research, with over $2.5 billion in active funding in Indiana. In just a couple of weeks, a decision is expected by the FDA on a potential treatment to slow cognitive decline in patients with Alzheimer's. This treatment would be the first of its kind. So research is advancing us toward that vision of a world without Alzheimer's and all other dementia. Yet, we know that scientific research will take time, and we're here to support those who are affected now with Alzheimer's, dementia, and their caregivers with education programs, caregiver support groups, and our free 24/7 helpline. Whether you need help with care planning decisions, tips for keeping your loved ones safe, or any other question about dementia, we're available day or night at 800-272-3900. You can also check out our monthly calendar of local education programs and support groups and join these programs virtually or soon in your community at alz.org/Indiana. Finally, I want to spend a good portion of our time today focusing on our efforts to advance public policy here in the Hoosier State. At the Alzheimer's Association, we are committed to advocating for all of those affected by Alzheimer's and dementia and their caregivers, both now and those who will be impacted in the future. Through our work to advocate and advance public policy, We work to leverage the power and resources of our government and our public institutions to support those living with dementia and their caregivers. The burden this disease is placing and will place on state budgets, long term care infrastructure, and the healthcare system is enormous. State governments must not only deal with today's